Hello, ladies, and welcome back to another episode of Get 'em Girl, a girl's guide to relationships, femininity, dating, polarity, and attraction. Okay, ladies, I have really been enjoying the behavior-based videos. So today we're going to do another one with a twist, okay? This time we're talking about masculine things that men do when they truly adore you. And ladies, I want to put this disclaimer out there. There are men who will do this just to get your attention. There are men who will do this and not actually see themselves being with you. But what I want you to do is to look at their consistency. Okay, ladies, a man who can keep these behaviors going throughout the course of your relationship is going to be a man that adores you, okay? Because there will be men that come and go and they do these things, but a man who doesn't really feel it will drop off on these things, and you'll find yourself having to ask him and beg him to do the very same things he was doing on his own at the start. Okay, ladies. So if he's inconsistent in these things, you can use that as a sign to say, okay, maybe this is not what I thought it was. Okay, ladies, these men who adore you are going to be doing this consistently. Okay, so without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump into the list. Okay, number one, he makes sure that you get home safe. Ladies, that's that protector energy, okay? He just wants to make sure that his woman makes it home safely and nothing has happened, whether that means he's calling, texting. Listen, if you take a little bit too long, he may pull up. Okay, ladies, because that is that protector energy. That is that masculinity at play. Because especially if you're like on a date night or there may have been a little wine involved or something, he just needs to know for his own peace of mind that you're good. Okay, ladies, and if you're not good, he's not going to be good. And so he's going to consistently make sure that he's checking on you and making sure that you walked in that door safe and sound. Okay, ladies. Number two, I love this one. He studies your habits and anticipates the need. Ladies, this man knows when you're tired, you hungry, you stressed, and he takes care of it. And the funny thing is, a lot of times they'll be like, no, you only act like this when you're hungry. I know what this is. And they take care of the need. I think it is such a beautiful thing to have someone that is willing to study you so that when those time frames arise, they know how to handle them. Okay, that is effort. That takes effort. And the thing is, it's not always obvious that they're doing it either. If you've ever had someone truly study you, you'll know that it's they notice the small things. Well, you only say this, or you only turn your head like this. You only do these things when you feel this way. And usually it's right because we have our habits, right, ladies? And so men who truly adore you, they're locked in on those little micro things that you do and say so that they can anticipate your need. So, number three, he protects your space in public. Ladies, if you know a man that is a protector of your space in public, it's one of the safest, soundest things ever, because you literally get to lollygag. Okay, you can dilly-dally. Okay, but a man who's making sure that you're walking on the inside on the sidewalk, making sure don't nobody walk up on you too close and be in your bubble, opening doors, a man that is dang near security guard status when y'all are out and moving around and making sure that nothing comes to harm you, is one of the most attractive things. One of the most attractive things that men do. And when they really adore you, they will be doing it even when you do not want them to. Right, ladies? A man who is a protector of your space in public is a man who really wants to make sure that, yes, he respects you, but your world around you respects you as well. Okay, ladies? And so that is a huge one that you will notice men do if they really adore you. Number four, ladies, he includes you in his long-term plans. And here's the thing, it's not even a big announcement when he does it. Right, ladies? It's not a huge, I think we're going to be together forever and I think we're going to, no. It's like, I think when we get a house that we should do A, B, and C. And you're like, oh, we getting a house. Okay, well, I think we should travel to wherever. And you're like, oh, okay, we're traveling now. We're okay. Okay. So ladies, he doesn't make a big announcement about it. He subtly kind of starts to incorporate you in plans for the future and things that he wants to do, long-term plans, ladies. And before you know it, his eyes and my's kind of turn into we's. Okay, ladies. So that is something huge that men do when they can see you in their future, when they can see you being a part of their long-term goals. Okay, ladies, number 5. And I know we don't like this all the time, but ladies, number 5, he holds you accountable, but he does it with care. Okay, so a lot of times when we get into relationship with a man who actually cares about our goals and things we have going on going forward, who actually adores us, actually likes us, ladies, he is going to try to hold you accountable and hold your foot to the fire on things that you said you wanted. Okay. This is important because if you've ever experienced a man who did not care, it doesn't matter what you say you want to do. He's going to be like, oh, okay, that's cool. Okay, how you going to do that? But he offers nothing. He does not hold you accountable. It's because he don't care. You get what I'm saying, ladies? It's because he probably don't see himself being there for it anyway. Okay, ladies? So men who actually want to hold you accountable, men who actually say, hey, you remember you said you were going to do this. Men who want to do that for you, it's usually because they care enough to make sure that you're staying on course and they see themselves on that course with you. Okay, ladies? Number 6, this kind of feeds into my earlier point, but he notices when something is off with you. Okay, ladies, sometimes it's not even just a everyday habit or an everyday need. Sometimes there's just small things in our personality that may have changed, and he can sense it. Okay, sometimes it's not even that we're saying anything. Sometimes it's just when we sit in silence with a person that we're comfortable with, we can still kind of tell there's still something there because there's kind of like this knowing, and the masculine does have intuition. Okay, and when he cares, he can sense it. He can sense that something's off in your energy. He can sense that something's off with you, and you don't even have to tell him that it is. Right, ladies? That's why I'm saying this kind of feeds into the other point, because that's a big part of his studying, and that's a big part of his actually getting to know you and being around you. He can tell, right? And so masculine intuition is real, and when he cares, he will notice these things. If a man don't never notice when you upset, he don't ever notice when you having a change in behavior, he don't care, then there's something to be said about that. Okay, ladies, if he cares, he notices. Okay, ladies, number 7, he remembers the things that bring you peace and he makes sure that you have them. Okay, so whether that's like your favorite snack, if you're coming home from work and he's running you a shower or something of the sort, he's trying to incorporate things that he knows that he knows will bring you peace. Okay. My husband in particular knows when flow is coming. Okay. He's like clockwork. He's very accurate and he knows mama needs some chocolate. Okay. He already knows what's up. Bring me my toffee chocolate and I will be okay. And so they do things to make sure that you have those little nuggets of things in your life that bring you that peace. And they want to be the one that brings it to you. Okay, ladies, they want to be the one that says, hey, I got this for you. Okay, I know you like these. I got this for you. I know you said you had a long day. I did this for you. They want to be the ones who do that. Okay, ladies, number 8, he brags about you. And here's the thing. Sometimes he brags about you and you don't even know he's bragging. Okay. The way you find out that he's bragging about you and you're not around is once you start to finally meet his family and his friends and they're like, oh my God, okay, he does not stop talking about you like he is. I've never seen him like this. Once you start getting all of those comments, you'll know that he's bragging and he's talking about you even when you're not around. And a man who adores you wants other people to know it. He wants other people to know that he has the most amazing woman in the world. He wants other people to know that you are the best thing that has ever happened to him. He wants to share it. Right, ladies? He wants his friends to know he's probably met the one. He wants to brag, right? Because it's like also a little pat on his own back. Like it's like a little trophy, right? I know we don't like to hear that, but it kind of is like, look at the amazing woman that I was able to get. Like, look at this. So, yes, he will be bragging about you. He will be, let's be honest, lady, he will be saying, look how fine she is, okay? She's bad, right? He is going to do all of that. He's going to be bringing you up, and even when you're not around, ladies. Number 9, he handles problems without bringing unnecessary stress to you. And here's the thing, this happens on a small scale and a large scale. And so sometimes if you just want to kind of see how he moves with this and you're not that far along in your relationship, it'll be small things like, say y'all go to the grocery store and you have a lot of bags or something like that. Well, he probably is going to go out of his way to make sure you're not carrying not a bag. You know what I'm saying, ladies? So it comes in kind of like the small everyday things, and it progresses to the bigger things. Sometimes he wants to just handle a financial issue without even having to bring it to you, so you don't even know that it was a thing. Right, ladies? Sometimes it's things that are bigger, you know, that later on you find out was a problem, and in the moment you knew nothing about it, because he wants to get it taken care of without worrying you. So he wants to move very calmly and collected and go ahead and just make sure it's taken care of so that it doesn't affect you and affect your mental. Because men who adore us, they care about that. Men who adore us, they're not trying to load us down with all this extra stress. And a lot of masculine men actually would prefer to just take on all the stress of that anyways, and you just be completely oblivious to it. They would rather do it that way anyways, because it's more efficient for them to just take care of it than to tell you about it and you bawling your eyes out and crying and making the situation more chaotic anyway. Right, ladies? And so a lot of times it's actually beneficial to them to go ahead and just take care of the problem and just let us kind of be in our, ignorance is bliss, and not even know that it existed in the first place. Okay. And so men who adore you, they are going to try to kind of safeguard you from anything that is basically unnecessary stress and things that they can take care of without having to worry you about it. Okay, ladies. And number 10, which goes back to my opening on this video. He will stay consistent. He will not have you guessing. There will not be any confusion as to why he was doing it and he stopped. Okay, his effort will not fluctuate. All of these things will be consistent. You won't have to wonder, does he still, because he will be doing the things that he started out doing. Right, ladies? It's not a question. If you have to guess at it, if you are having to wonder if he likes you, wonder if his feelings have changed, then you're probably already a little bit too far gone. Okay, ladies, the man who actually adores you will not have you guessing. Okay, he will be consistent and you will know. Okay. So, with all that being said, ladies, I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. And I want y'all to know that even with all of these things, these are things that you can use as kind of benchmarks too. Okay, ladies, because this is what we want to accept going forward. Okay, these are the kind of actions that we want to see from our men. These are the kind of things that you can kind of look at to check and see if this man that you're talking to actually kind of falls in line with, honestly, because if he adores you, he probably will be doing these things. Okay, ladies? And so with all that being said, I want to thank y'all for watching another episode of Get 'em Girl. If you have any extra behaviors or habits that you want to add in the comments below, go ahead and do so. And also let me know how you like this video, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.